Blessings and peace. We're really talking now about how to change the frequency of your mind, heart, body continuum, where you can become available for the abundance that is your divine right. Because though it's your divine right, unless you are able to receive it, unless you are in a vibrational, frequential, appropriate energy, it's like there is no container. It doesn't matter how much abundance, it's just going to all flow and flow, and it'll flow past you, and off it goes. You have to have the container. You have to understand that you are a container, and that's as important as the invocation of the abundance. In other words, being able to receive it and understanding how to hold it and receive it within your own being. And so, yes, we begin in the mind. And we are very aware that it's a continuum. The mind's just not on its own. A lot of people, they start to work with the mind, and the mind becomes sort of over here. It starts to sit over here out of alignment with the soul and the heart and the Hara. But your mind really needs to kind of sit very close to your heart and very close to your spirit. The mind does tend to kind of go off, so you have to be very aware of love mind. And everything you're doing here in terms of prosperity is because you are love. Because what has happened on your earth is, of course, prosperity has been hijacked by some very nefarious energies and, in a sense, given a bad name, you could say. Whereas you have a divine right to prosperity. Many beings working with spirituality over time have sort of pushed money away because it is identified with being, that famous phrase, the root of all evil. But of course it's not. It's just what it is. The root of all evil is something entirely different. That is something that we might talk about sometime. But it's really ignorance and unconsciousness and emptiness that is, in fact, the root of all evil. And so, as we come to realize the divine abundance that is your right, and that it's divine abundance, in other words, yes, ultimately it can become money, and that is something to realize at a very literally physical level. But it is the ability to receive the love that is the divine abundance. That is the purpose, that is the reason you desire the abundance. That you are not part of that energy that got distracted away from the divinity and somehow thought abundance was something you could sort of have without the love. Because if you are on your soul path, nothing makes sense without the divine love. And we have said already that your evolution is the growing of the power of your divine love, of your ability to embody divine love. So in order to embody divine abundance, there has to be that stretch in your heart. There has to be that deep opening and self-love, kindness and compassion to your own being, to nurture yourself with that abundant, divine abundance, to nurture your being, your heart, and your mind with the love, the divine love that you could say becomes abundance and comes into you and fills you up in the beauty way with the greatest of ease. Because that is what, abundance, it needs ease because it is a flow. And if there's any blockage at all, anything resistant or negative, anything dark or that doesn't believe, it just bounces off that and flows somewhere else. So it is a flow, and it needs you to soften, to open the heart. It needs your mind to be very, you could say, childlike in a way, and simply expect and believe and know that you are taken care of, that the abundance pours from the source. You have to be able to look around yourself and recognize that it is there all around you all the time. yes, it might not be expressed as money all the time, but it's around you all the time. And as you, in that sense, help it to metamorphose into cash, into money that that is very material, that is now where, when that abundance has come in as pure love, and it's come in and it's refreshed your mind with the golden light, and it's filled your heart with its beautiful compassion, and it's filled your belly with creativity and with the motivation to make your life as wonderful as possible. Then we will talk about unblocking the root chakra, because that is how you can open to receive the money that abundance can become in the physical plane. Blessings and peace.
Tomorrow night, Saturday, 7 p.m, Sally is going to be running her beautiful webinar where she's going to bring you some beautiful ways to tune in to those high possibilities of your soul. So if you want to come and enjoy that, just click the link in the description of this video and we'll see you there. Great love.